Okay, it's going.
All right, hi guys.
Hey.
So we're in London, as you probably know, and we're attending Goldsmiths University, and we're just gonna talk about our time here and what we've really enjoyed, some of our struggles, and yeah. So Harley, what do you really like about being in London?
I really like. I like the chaos of it all. At first, I wasn't sure that I would, but now that we've been here for a week, I think that just being so vulnerable in this area and taking 2 hours to learn how to use the stove was really important because it helped us develop and be uncomfortable. But I think that in being uncomfortable, it's been very humbling for us so far. So probably, just the aspect of being completely uncomfortable in a new country is my favorite part.
Cool.
What about you?
I really like the public transportation, the tube and the buses, and using your Oyster card. You just go in there, you tap that thing, and you sit down, and then you're good for a while.
Yeah.
And it does cost money, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like walking around everywhere and getting on the tube or the bus. I would never want to drive in this city, but
You die. You
yeah,
die.
you would die. It would be awful. You just crash.
We almost died, and we don't drive.
Oh yeah, we almost got hit by a bus the first day. That was awesome.
It was.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I really enjoyed the public transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What have been some of your struggles?
Well, I guess probably the most for me is just the aspect of living in a city. Because I live in the woods, so I hear crickets at night and I can see lots of trees all the time, and I never hear cars or sirens going. Whereas here, that's everyday life, and there's just you're always constantly running into people. There's no alone time. Alone time isn't really a thing here.
You don't really do alone time anyway. So.
Right, but if I did, I would have that
you
option.
Can't be
you know
one
how
with
I feel
nature.
about options. I like options. Yeah.
You can't be one with nature without traveling to the nearest
park. An hour.
Yeah, an hour away. Hyde Park.
Very, very pretty.
It's very fun.
But I think that that's probably been the hardest for me, is just adjusting to city life, because it's not my heart. I definitely couldn't live here permanently for that reason alone.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you struggled with?
Honestly, really just jet lag and getting enough sleep and feeling full of energy. I feel I don't have a lot of energy here because you wake up early or you go to bed later. You can't really get into that schedule thing because
especially because we don't have classes yet.
Yeah.
It's been a week since we've been here.
You don't sleep like a rock as much. One night I think I slept without waking up.
Yeah.
But there are so much noise outside. We should get earplugs.
We should. I've thought of it.
Next
I'm
investment.
Be honest with you.
Yeah.
Is it essential?
Is it essential? That's our question every
balls.
time we go to the store. Is it essential? Usually
I don't know
it's
if you can
not.
hear those sirens, but that's literally all the time.
Yeah. Along with drunken screams.
Yes.
That's another one.
I feel and that's been another struggle for me, I think, is the fact that at Messiah College, we were saturated in the Spirit, and we were constantly with people that knew Jesus and had a strong faith, and so we were building with each other that relationship with Jesus. Whereas here, we have to make it for ourselves. We have to get into the Word and talk to God.
Be intentional.
Yeah, be intentional.
And
I guess
you actually have to try to go to church.
Yeah. We,
they schedule things on Sunday, so you can't go to church.
Right, which is so different. And then, there aren't visiting hours here. It's just a free-for-all, it seems like. At the student union, they had, booze, and we're just this is wrong.
Yeah, they had a straight-up bar, and we're what? I just want hot chocolate.
Yeah, like give me ginger ale, please, because it's just so it's been very like that. I think has been a hard adjustment is not being at Messiah, but it's made me appreciate Messiah a lot more. So I guess that's always a good thing.
It has really like pushed me like outside my comfort zone in that like I've never been around a drunk person before. I've never really been around so many people that smoke. Everyone smokes here. Everyone just goes and gets a drink and it's completely normal. And like where I'm from, you don't really like, I mean, the drinking age is younger here, but like there's just a lot of it and everyone's getting drunk and it's just like, I can't really get to know you when you're going to forget me because you're drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I agree with that. Definitely.
Okay. What have you learned since you got here? We already talked about that.
Yeah. I don't, honestly, maybe this makes me dumb, I don't know, but when I thought of England, I always thought of like, you know, the proper, like, white person and, you know, had that pretty little voice that like just sounds nice. But like,
that was only the flight attendants.
Yeah, like only the flight attendants. And like now that we're here, there are people from radically different cultures and not just speaking English, like they speak their own language, which is beautiful. And so I think that it's been very eye-opening to see that it's not just white people here. Like it is a complete culture mix.
Yeah.
And like in a lot of cases, we've been the minority where we've been, like especially our church that we went to.
Yeah.
It was like
we
the
were
only white people.
Yeah, we were the
which
only
was cool.
Like
it was very like humbling, I would say.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I've learned, I guess, is that, you know, you can't stereotype everything. And in order for you to learn about a culture or about, you know, a different country, you have to go and experience it for yourself because you don't really, it's not something you think about or something that you believe in.
And I feel like, you know how like people say America's like the melting pot? No, really, London is.
True.
Like it's the melting pot.
And like no
everywhere.
one judges anybody.
Oh no.
Like there's not like, and I wouldn't say that I see this a lot in America, but it's more prominent than here, like racism, whereas like here, everybody just coexists.
Yeah,
and it's chill.
A very peaceful environment.
Yeah.
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 That's, yeah, one of the things I think I've learned, it's like, yeah, along with like we are in a place where there are a whole bunch of races, but like no one's really racist here. Like at least not that you think of or like that you hear. Like you know how like Americans, like some, and not all, not saying all, but like some Americans are openly racist. I have not heard a single racist person here.
Nope, me neither.
And everyone's very confident and comfortable. Like in some of the cities we went to, like more, well, not really cities, we're all in London, but like in some parts, like there are people standing on the street, like reading from the Bible and a microphone, and no one judges them. And you just go on your way and you can stop and listen, or like you can keep going. But like, it's just like everyone just lives peacefully in this environment and it's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, same.
All right. How will you apply like what you've learned in your life to when you get back to America? How has it changed you? Some things.
I mean, we've only been here for a week, so obviously that's been hard. But I think that the thing that I'm gonna probably take the most from this trip is I feel like this is really gonna build me spiritually, just because it's up to me. Like I have to be intentional, like you said, about, you know, pursuing God in this. And I feel like, I mean, granted, we've only been here for a week, but like there have been times when I've been by myself that I'm like, oh my word, like, did I make the right decision? And what if this isn't God's will for me?
Mm-hmm.
What do I do in a world where, like, or in a big city where, you know, darkness is very prominent and it's, you know, right outside my window at night? But I think that in that, like, I'm going to grow so much spiritually because essentially, like, Jesus is all I have. Like, I mean, obviously I have Bethany, which I'm very grateful for, and I'd probably be dead without her at this point. But we have to lean on Jesus pretty much this whole time because we know nothing about this culture. We know nothing about this new world that we're living in, and I think that leaning on Christ entirely is gonna, like, completely change my relationship with him, which is I'm very excited about. And hopefully another thing that I'm hoping to take with me is the aspect of that, just that coexistence, whereas especially in the nursing field, I want to be able to give each patient the same care, like the same perfect, I mean, obviously it's not going to be perfect, but the same best care that I can possibly give them, and treat them as an equal individual as they should be treated. So I'm hoping that I can take that coexistence factor with me home in my personality. What about you?
Yeah, I think, like, just being thrown into this new environment and, like, being forced to, like, figure out what's going on, what I'm supposed to do, and, like, how to communicate with different people, like, learning the public transportation system, it can be really confusing. And, like, I just think being forced to, like, learn that and, like, so, like, being flexible, being able to, like, being thrown into a situation and learn how to, like, figure out my way will be really helpful in the nursing field. Like, whatever patient I get or, like, whatever hardship is coming my way, like, I'll be flexible and, like, I'll figure it out. Like, it's not like I need my mom's hand to hold on to the entire time. Yeah, that's awesome.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah,
I think that too.
I mean, I haven't called my mom yet, but probably should.
She should probably do. I've called my mom so many times, and I have no regrets about it.
Yeah,
it's been great.
I mean, money. Phone calls are expensive. Okay,
you're not wrong.
All right, and what are you looking forward to?
Oh goodness. I really love the aspect of how accessible everything is here. We've already kind of low-key, like, planned a bunch of trips, not only, like, within London, but outside of London. And so I guess I'm excited for the opportunities that we're going to have to travel, you know, not only within London, but to Barcelona and to Paris and, you know, anywhere else that we would decide to go. That's probably what I'm most excited for. And I'm also very excited to have a routine.
Yeah, a schedule.
I miss, like, I know that sounds so lame, but I miss learning, and I miss having, like, I love learning. So I miss that aspect of college. So I'm excited to start that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just signed up for classes today, and so we're, like, getting our schedule, and it's really exciting because we just want to get going and get started and all of that. So, yeah. I'm really excited to, like, continue to, like, explore London and just, I mean, other places as well. But, like, I love how, like, especially in London, they're, like, required to keep some of the historical aspects of it. Like, you can still live inside of a building and it can be an apartment building, but, like, you have to, like, keep the same historical aspect and look on the outside.
Yeah, I love that.
And I think that's really cool to, like be able to see what it was like back then. Like, even if it's just from the outside, you just take away a couple of the modern, like, cameras and you got yourself, like, back when this first began.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And I'm kind of a sucker for history. So, like, seeing all the historical sites is really exciting. And just, meeting more people. And, I kind of want a British accent when I get back. We'll see how that goes. It may not go well at all. I might just fall apart.
Even if we just pick up some slang, I would be good with
like,
that.
I want to say cheers all the time.
I know.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a scripted question, but
Oh,
what was the thing that like surprised, okay, you kind of asked this, but you know what I'm thinking about. What was one of the things that like you were like, that's a thing here? Do you know what I'm thinking about?
Toilets? They say toilets instead of
restrooms.
bathroom.
Yeah. But also they eat baked beans for breakfast.
yeah.
Like that's a common English breakfast thing. And when we first saw that, we were like,
we were really confused.
What's happening?
I was like, is this breakfast or dinner? I'm confused. I was really confused.
But it was cool just
yeah.
because it was so like radically different from home, and you wouldn't think, at least in my, like, I didn't think that England would be that much different from home. I was like, it's just going to be a city and everything else is going to be the same. But that's so
not
incorrect.
True. It's not true.
I burned my toast the first day that I made it because I didn't know how to use the dang toaster.
Yeah, like it throws you for a loop. Like even, okay, so you think you know how to work a stove until you get here. And then you're like, oh wait, what is a stove?
Yeah.
Because they don't really, they call it a hub here. They don't call it a stove. It's a hub. Yeah. Just like little words that you're like, what? What did you say? What does that mean?
Excuse me?
They say
What did you just call me?
timetable instead of schedule. And you're like, is this going to add structure to my life or just make it more complicated?
It is. It's amazing how many different things that they have. But I think that that's another thing that's going to stretch us, and it's going to, stay with us probably for hopefully the rest of our lives.
I mean, I've already considered moving here, so yeah. I really love the public transportation. I think it's great.
I see that in you as well.
I love it. And I'm just like, even when we were walking yesterday, I had like my city walk on, and I was like powering through. I was like, boom, boom, like, let's go.
I had to like run
and she was
to
like,
keep up with her.
She was like, what is she doing? And I was like, I'm just trying to get back to my building. I could be a cold-hearted Brit. Yeah, I would really like it here. Already looked into the hospitals. Yeah, only one of them actually. Not many, but yeah.
Hey, it counts. But hopefully we will do this every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
We're committing now.
Trying to.
We kept saying like every day, we're going to start this.
Yeah.
It's now Thursday.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah. And so we're going to do this every Thursday. But this has been Blog Post 1 of Harley and Bethany.
Yeah. We'll see you guys.